Hello there, everybody, peeps. Righty ho, it's been a long slog, but that is the outer done. I've got it at the moment, so two front sections bolt together. That bolts to the rear section, and that bolts to that rear section. I've got this section here, so that bolts down. What I've got to do next is I've just got to skim all this and make this nice. So I've got it basically like that. Flatten that off. I took a huge chunk out of there today, and I managed to get this one poured this morning and this one poured just now. Yeah, it's cooled down now. I had another oops, but I've got away with it. So what have we got? Which one comes first? This one. Oop. I had a bubble there, but I'm going to fill that with wells, so I've got to skim all that off and make that all nice and smooth and polished. This was the other one I had a slight issue with because I had a pour through and a pour through, but all I got to do is just TIG weld. There was actually a huge hole here, so I've basically TIG welded that one up, TIG welded that one up, got to weld that up, bolt these two together. They go together. Make all that there nice and smooth. Then we've got one front section, two front section, that piece, that one which is all hunky-dory, and this one here just wants some welding up around here and filling some holes and making that all nice and smooth. So next thing that I've got to do is got to bolt all this back together onto the sump. I've got some highs and low spots on this edge here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a surface all the way around, and a buddy of mine says he might be able to use the mill at his university. If not, I'm going to just have to take this somewhere just to get a quick skim of it, and at the same time I'm just going to make sure that all that surface there and that surface there is all nice and level. And then once I've got all that done, then basically what I will do is I will turn it over and I will pack the hammerhead with sand, and then I will fill that with aluminium so it overflows over the top, and that is going to give me the bottom section so it's all nice and flat. I managed to that's still hot. Haha. Yes, what I've done is I packed the hammerhead with sand, and then I just basically backfilled it with cement, so that allowed it, so if it was going to pop through, it would only pop through onto the sand, but she didn't pop this time, which was absolutely brilliant. But as I said, I had the two pops on that one, hence why I've got this garbage here going on. That was the one pop and that was the other pop. And obviously I couldn't get a full fill because it was just pouring into the sump, so I just cleaned it all off, did another pour, and all I've done is I've just welded the top section on. I'm going to weld that one as well, so it's all one piece. So my 5 pieces turned into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. And there's going to be the 9th piece from underneath, and then obviously the hammerhead is going to be with the sodium silicate sand. A month, I said. Yeah, I got a few other jobs on here, there, and everywhere. So it's just one of those. I've had to make a set of wheels for a guy in Norway. I basically swapped this for a front valance from my Granada coupe. I swapped 2 wheels for that. So yes, there is other jobs on the go. I'm nearly done. Bit of luck. If I get all the machining done on the outside sections tomorrow, so they all bolt together, I'll TIG weld round the outside of that. Take the sump out. Take it down to my buddy, give it a skim, then ready to rock and roll. Laters, man, to people.